Captain Kirk, good to see you're in the area.
You have an emergency, Commander Gelman?
Well, I'm not sure, actually. Maybe more of a case of better safe than sorry. We're orbiting Balcos 3 to study the Balcosi, a race of people just entering their own Stone Age. We've only been here 2 days. Already, we've found some unusual data. But just a few minutes ago, during the deep geologic probing phase, we were suddenly scanned.
Scanned? I thought the Balcosi were just developing.
They are, Captain. And there haven't been any indications of old civilizations until now. The scan was also of extreme power. Following that, we detected a power source coming online. We'll send the coordinates along with all the other information we've gathered. I was a little concerned that we triggered an old defense mechanism. With the amount of information it pulled in its scan, we'd be an easy target. I've moved the Demeter to a higher orbit on the far side of the planet.
Quite reasonable, Commander. We're on our way.
Well, it's a good thing we don't all operate the same exact starship, so that... Oh, wait. It will be completely prepared for us.
Thank you, Captain.
Kirk out.
Right. Sorry, wait, where are we going? Damn it, I didn't... Demeter. That was right, wasn't
I
it?
advise referring to the star map and setting a course for Balcos 3, Captain.
Balcos 3. Right, Demeter is the name of the ship, I think. Okay. So we've got an ancient civilization, possibly, with a Stone Age civilization living on the surface. Let's refer to our library computer for a change, shall we? Let's see, Balcos 3.
Balcos 3, a planet inhabited by a humanoid race just entering the Stone Age. The Federation science vessel Demeter is currently conducting studies of the planet.
Okay, what about the Demeter?
USS Demeter, a Federation science vessel named after the Greek goddess of agriculture. It is currently under the command of Commander John Gelman and is assigned to scientific research at Balcos 3.
So it may not actually be the same class of starship. In the original series, they always used the same model because, you know, practicality, but it also made it so that, like, the entire fleet was composed of basically one ship, with the rare exception of, like, a freighter or something. Okay, so, let's, we got to look up our map, haven't we? We've got to figure out where this place is. Okay, so, navigation. I believe it's here. Set a course for Balcos 3.
Approaching Balcos 3, Captain.
Excellent. Orbit.
Entering standard orbit.
Oh, I do enjoy this. Just flying your spaceship around. I mean, I think some of the spaceship sections are a bit kind of unnecessary. Like, especially the space combat. It doesn't really add much to the game, I don't think. Like, it should be mostly about the away team, but there is something about, like, enter standard orbit, aye, sir. Yeah, okay, so...
I have the coordinates for the power source that Demeter detected.
We don't really have any options other than going down there, I don't think. I'm just looking at my little information booklet I've written on an old envelope. Anyway, let's beam down, shall we? That's usually...
Spock, come with me. Scotty, you have the con, Lieutenant. Ask Dr. McCoy to meet us in the transporter room.
the classic triangle.
Yes, Captain?
I wonder if we can ever bring anyone else with us. Prepare for the main cast to beam down. Oh. Oh dear, we're being scared. It's fair enough, I suppose. We are intruding. Oh.
What the devil was that? An attack?
I don't think so. I think there was a scan which determined us as a threat or an invader and has put up these force fields around the sensitive equipment and closed the door.
While I cannot guarantee a lack of physical change, Doctor, we seem to be unharmed. I therefore conclude we have been scammed.
Captain, are you all right? Sensors detected a burst of power followed by some sort of powerful transmission.
Oh. They've... The masters of this place have been summoned.
According to Spock, we're in perfect health, Scotty.
Shouldn't Bones be making that determination?
According to Spock?
Never mind, Mr. Scott. Can you track the transmission to its destination?
I'll give it a try, Captain, but it's like nothing I've ever seen before.
It never is, Mr. Scott. It never is. Kirk out.
What no man has seen before.
I guess you were right, Spock. Here I thought we were dead for a second.
Yeah, he's such a pessimist.
Doctor, that would have made conversation quite difficult.
I was making a joke, Spock.
Were you, Doctor?
Gentlemen, I believe we have some business at hand.
Let's bring the squabbling couple down. That's gonna help this mission, isn't it? Look at Bones. Look at the camera. Okay. Spock, what do you reckon?
Fascinating, Captain. I've never seen machinery of this type before.
Bones?
This place looks like Spock's dream world, doesn't it, Jim?
In what way, Bones?
No decorations, no life, nothing but machinery. Not even a picture of his mother on the wall.
Why do you have to be such a bitch all the time?
A picture of my mother here would be most surprising. However, if you are suggesting that construction was performed in an efficient manner, I would agree with your most logical conclusion.
Remind me to check my blood for green tinges when we get back to the ship, Jim.
Surely that would kill you, Dr. McCoy. Having copper in your blood. Okay.
A large machine with lights cycling on its front side. This seems pointless.
What do you mean it seems pointless? I'm looking at things.
A relatively small machine full of electronics with a glass port on the front.
I'm reluctant to immediately use our scanners because that could be interpreted as some kind of hostile action.
While alien in design, fairly obviously the control panel to the door.
Obviously, eh? Well, the thing is, when it comes to aliens, you can't assume anything. Let's try it. Let's try... Oh. Spock, what do you think of these devices?
This is kind of fun. Too bad this machinery is not my field of expertise.
Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong person. Hang on.
I do not see the logic in that action.
Okay.
Although his logic would likely improve, I see no reason to nerve pinch the Doctor.
How would that improve his logic? Okay, let's try operating the door. It doesn't work. Spock, you try operating the door. Aha!
Quite simple, considering the appearance of the other machinery here. All that was needed was a power interrupt. The doors will only stay closed while power is on. Interesting.
Okay. Where are you going? Okay, let's proceed. See if there's anyone here to greet us. More force fields.
The soft glow of an energy field surrounds what looks to be a large computer console and display.
Thoughts, Spock?
I was examining that computer, Captain. Very interesting. The computer has an exceedingly large display screen. There are several conclusions.
What conclusions, Spock?
One, the individuals for whom this equipment was built have substandard vision. Two, the users have quite long arms or manipulative extremities and have to work a considerable distance away from the console and screen. Three, the large screen and lack of anything else in the room could mean it was expected that more than one individual would be viewing the display.
Or it could just be that, like, sometimes you want a really large TV. The problem, the big limitation Spock has, at least in this era, is he always expects others to do things for logical reasons. And he doesn't seem to understand that sometimes people do things for dumb reasons.
I really should learn how you do these doors, Spock, but since you're here...
Okay. I mean, we are the intruders here. We have not been invited, and we've just come down here because there's been a power surge. But look, there's a number of strange items on the floor. This looks like a printed circuit
A
board.
component interface. An optical bridge cable.
Wow, how do you know what it is, disembodied voice?
This cube contains a significant amount of circuitry. Essentially an on-off control device.
Okay, Spock. What do you make of this? Oh, he's going to use the scanner. Okay.
Readings indicate advanced optical computer circuitry is contained within that box. It may be useful.
Yeah.
Optical interface cables. These could be used to connect myriad devices.
This looks like some kind of industrial machinery. Interestingly, this is not protected by a force
An
field.
optically controlled switch meant to be used by remote operation. It may be useful with other devices in the complex.
I wonder why it's all just strewn about here.
This is an interface card for a computer display.
How do you know that just by looking at it? I mean, scanning. I guess this tricorder
Spock,
is
what
pretty
kind of
advanced.
interface is this?
A bridge unit for use between function control and display circuitry, Captain. It could be helpful to have.
Take it.
We got hit with a power surge.
Oh.
It's interfering with sensors and we might have some trouble locking onto you.
Well, if we intend on taking our shore leave with the rest of the crew, we'd better find out what's causing that power surge.
I wonder if that's a coincidence that it happened as soon as
Spock,
we
what do you make of these?
took that technology.
This appears to be a set of interface cable.
Uh-huh.
Spock, any idea what this box...
He's already scanned it. Just pick it up.
The cube contains control circuitry.
Yeah. You can tell when an
Spock,
object...
is that a switch?
a Switch? A Nintendo Switch? Wow, these
Yes,
guys are
a
advanced.
fairly simple switching device, Captain.
Okay. Well, now that we've determined that the complex does not react negatively to our scan emissions, we can start scanning things.
This unit is manufacturing miniature broadcast circuitry.
Huh. Interesting. It can't have been in operation all this time because, well, I don't know. This place looks abandoned. It's probably been here for a very long time, and presumably it was activated by the presence of the Demeter in orbit.
This machine's
That's the same machine. What about this one?
A high-pressure device for joining two objects.
Interesting. Buzz, you're in the way of something. I can't quite... What is
A
that?
small device for display.
Okay.
Spock, what do you make of this? Spock, what do you make of the screen?
Ask him twice.
This is a computer display module, Captain.
Okay. It's a CRT. So did we pick that up? Let's see. Oh wow, it really does look like a CRT. That's incredible. Okay.
Nothing unusual.
Really? It's an alien device. Alright, Spock, let's get through this door.
After a thorough examination, Spock, I've determined you can handle this.
Oh right, we have to actually get him to do it this time. Go on, Spock. We really could just send down him on his own. He really should be the captain. That's one thing a trick I think they missed in the J.J. Abrams movies. Like Spock was the much more experienced commander in those movies, so he should have been the captain, and Kirk should have been the first officer. I think that would have been an interesting way to mix up the dynamic. But no, let's just do the same thing over and over again.
The energy field is blocking any tricorder readings of the machinery inside.
Interesting. It's not just preventing us from getting in, but our technology. Makes sense. Oh, I wonder why it's protecting some of the machinery and not others. I guess some kind of security. These are high security devices.
This device transforms its internal energy into useful quantities for other portable devices. The transfer takes place at the small outlet junction located near the center of the unit.
So what is that in English, you pointed-eared confusion factory?
I mean, it charges up small devices, obviously.
In English, it remains exactly as I said. However, for those unskilled in the language, this is a battery charger.
For once, why can't you just come up with a simple explanation first?
It seemed simple enough to me, Bones. You're supposed to be a Starfleet Academy graduate. You know, you're just being a dick.
It's not always necessary, Doctor. You are not always around.
What is it with you two? You're like children. I'm getting tired of it. Why am I snapping at you?
I mean, yeah, to be fair, I mean,
Spock, this looks like the panel in the first room.
Yeah, it does. Oh, wait. Oh, damn it. Got the door closed. Yeah, I mean, Bones is just being a dick. Like, I just don't understand why he has to be so sarcastic all the time. Like,
I really should learn how you do these.
oh right, yeah. Did I do this one before, or was it? Yeah, I think it was this one I went through before. What? It closed again. Was that supposed to happen? I can't see the door because you're behind
Spock raises an eyebrow.
it. Okay, what about this one? Pretty sure that's the one we went through before. Okay. Let's go through this one.